It's me. Precognitive message number 2. I got cut off. So think about Moses in those times and how he had to go to the Pharaoh and basically defy a very powerful Pharaoh. In this case, the United States government is that Pharaoh, and the plagues will be landing mostly on their head because they know who they are and their little underground secrets and all their little dominions and all their little shit that they do, and all these fucking little masons out here and these witchy ass cults putting all this darkness in the world, sex trafficking, bringing in guns and weapons. You will reap what you sow, and it ain't coming from anyone who you can defend with your military, that you can defend with your power or threaten. This is coming from a higher source because you don't deserve the position you're in, and you have abused all of people, not just your own. You have abused all people. You go in, you set up fake ass fucking wars, and you go into countries and you terrorize them for things. Everybody glorifies America as a big hero, but many countries would paint a very big different story, and they are not lying. American troops aren't, for the most part, are not good. And keep in mind, most people I love died for this country. And I bet your ass on the other side, they would support what I just fucking said. Am I saying every soldier is a grimy, murderous, rapist piece of shit? Absolutely not. There are great soldiers out here, and they know what I speak of. They have to see it and can't do anything. They have to see their little buddies raping and beating people because they enjoy power, and they're not going to get punished because there isn't nobody there to punish it or report it or care. That's America. If I can get away with it, I'm gonna. If I'm gonna use you, I will. It's not a great country, and I was born here. I was proud of my country when I was a child. I'm embarrassed to call myself an American. Not because of what we as people stand for, but because of who runs my country and the little dark ass shit I know they do. You're never going to be able to paint any other picture for me. I know the United States government is 100% involved in sex trafficking and bringing drugs in our country, rising up the epidemic of addiction because it makes them money. I know that they work with cartels. I know that they have worked for centuries with organized crime. When an organization becomes too powerful for the government just joins because they need to get something out of it. And meanwhile, the people who know the truth die for it. The people who've seen it and have evidence get killed for it. Little fucking accidents that pop up all over this country. They're not fucking accidents. They're silencing people. And you're gonna pay for it. Because there are people that are put on this earth to speak truth. And they're here doing their fucking job. And you took them out. 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 times over. You are getting spanked first. They will bring down the United States first. Because everybody believes us to be a titan. And we are not. And we're gonna suffer for it. For their greed, just like Moses and his people did. And you're going to have to rise together as a people to withstand their wrath, because they're going to be pissed that they're losing everything, that we're turning on them, and they're going to throw everything at us. You're not going to be able to work unless you get a chip. Don't fucking get the chip. That chip costs your soul. Don't fucking do it. They want to put money systems into your arm. That's collapse step number 1. If you give in to that, if you put a chip in your fucking body, you are not on my team anymore. As in, you are going to fall just like the government. And I know they're going to make it hard, just like Moses' people made it hard. You're not going to have a place to live. You're not going to be able to get a job. And it's going to slowly trickle into effect. They're not going to be able to do it right away. Like, there are 100% accepting of the fact that everybody who is privy to having things put in their body or government ordered to put in your body, whether it's a fucking vaccine, whether it's a fucking... Nobody should be ordering you or giving you ultimatums for you putting something in your body. Why? Why do you have to? Because they're marking you, they're taking your soul, and you're going to be stuck on this earth when it's done. You're not going to get to go up. Are you willing to suffer on earth for a righteous cause? Are you willing to take a little bit of shit before you die for what is real? Or are you gonna play into the comforts that you need now and just live in the moment and cost your soul for it? You need to start asking yourself these questions and start preparing for what you're gonna do when they start doing this, because it's coming. They're gonna put a chip in your arm so your paycheck goes to your fucking arm. Anytime you want to spend money, you no longer need a card anymore. Anytime you go to the doctor, they're gonna scan you. Anytime you go into school, they're gonna scan you. You are gonna be marked. That is not... When they say in that book, The Mark of the Beast, it is completely rewritten and written out wrong on purpose. People predicted this technology long before technology even existed. Tell me how the fuck that is possible. And then they change it in the book so you wouldn't recognize it when it comes. And everyone's going to be like, oh, you're a heretic. I don't go to church. I don't follow organized religion. And I'm telling you, if you put that chip in your arm, you have sold your soul to a side you do not want to attach. It is that simple. I will live the way I was born without anything in my body, and I will provide and have faith and walk this life every day and know I'm going to be taken care of, because I'm not giving in. I'm fighting back. I'm not giving in. The soul is mine. This is not right. This is not the world I want to exist in. Those will get to go up and be protected and with your soul intact. You give in, you cave, you're done. So prepare, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard on everybody. We're not going to have food, we're not going to have water, and we're not going to have shelter. So learn how to survive wherever you are to get those things. That's how you make it without depending on the United States government. They will fall first. Every country will fall, but we are falling first. We are the most corrupted at this point in time. And think about all the other countries that have beef with us. They are horrible countries too, but we by far take the cake because of the underground, because of what we hide from the regular people. You would be fucking astounded at how many kids this country has sold or allowed other countries to sell their children here for money, for sick people. How they look the other way when heroin, tainted ass heroin that are killing people, are moved into our streets. They want to kill off the poor. What more do we have to lose when it rises up? We're used to going without. We're an extreme threat. And they have to take care of us. They don't give a fuck about people. None of them are telling you the truth. Not any candidate, not any government official, not a mayor, not a judge. They lie, all of them. You can't exist in that upper level and not know the truth of this country. Just continuously cover it. You can't blind me. You can't take what I know to be true. And it will be exposed. And it has nothing to do with me or any other seer in this world. Your doomsday is coming because that is what you have earned. I'm just speaking the truth. And they can't fucking handle it. They ban people like me for saying the truth. You will work with organized crime. You are the biggest sex trafficking country in this world. You take more money from your people than any other country. You are goons and gangsters and organized crime yourself. And you do not deserve my people, and you do not deserve my country. Get the fuck out. Your time is up, FBI, CIA. All corrupted pieces of shit who watch and hunt people who don't deserve it because they know the truth. And they'll silence them as much as they can, or label you as a heretic and try to ruin your life. Can't ruin what I already know. To be up there, I already died before. This place ain't shit. There ain't nothing anybody can do to me. So I gotta suffer for a while. It will end, and I will go to a better place, and you will not. I know that truth. They can't ever shake anybody like that. You need to become that way and work on it now. Because it's getting scary now, it's only going to get scarier. And it's not going to be years from now.